Hi, I'm Loli, and I'm so glad you are here. In today's video, I'll be using 3 of these mirrors from Dollar Tree to create 3 beautiful patriotic DIYs. The first thing that I did was remove the packaging, and I'm also going to remove the backing from each one of them. And I will be separating the mirrors because we will not be using them for this DIY, but put them to the side because we will be using it for the next DIY. This will be the portion we will be using. Next, I remove the backing completely, that cardboard as well, and I'm going to just take apart just the frames. I'm going to be using this spray paint from Krylon, take them outside and give them 2 coats with the paint. This is what it turned out like. While that dried, I'm going to go ahead and take the mirrors and trace them also onto this cardboard using a pen. And then I just cut that shape right out. And I did this 3 times. I took some Mod Podge and I'm going to completely saturate one of the side of the cardboards using the Mod Podge. Then I took some of this burlap from Dollar Tree and I'm going to place it over the cardboard, making sure that my edges are nicely lined up and making sure that the Mod Podge is adhering nicely to the burlap as well. Then I'm going to go ahead and cut it away and cut the excess to reveal the shape once again. Throughout the process, I made sure that the burlap stayed nicely in place, and then I'm going to add Mod Podge to the top as well to give it some protection and also to give it a little bit more stability. And this process was repeated with the other 2 stars as well. I put them to the side to dry, and in the meantime, I'm going to take 3 of these letters that I got from Dollar Tree. The smallest ones I got from Temu, so I decided not to use those, so I painted the bigger ones using this white paint. Then I'm going to bring back my stars, and I added the letters to the burlap stars, making sure that they were nicely centered. Now we are going to take those same stars and we're going to be adding them onto the frame as you see right there and repositioning the back end as well. Repeating the process with the other 2 as well. And look how gorgeous these are looking. We are done. Let me know what you think about these. My friends, this video is part of a collaboration that is hosted by Brenda from Eucalyptus DIY and Robin from Craft Unleashed by Robin. The links to their channels and to their playlists will be linked in the description box below and also pinned in the comments. Make sure that you head on over to their channels and to their playlist and show everyone some love. For our next inspiration this evening, I will be using this glass jar that I just saved from pasta sauce. I'm going to remove that lid and I'm going to use one of these scrapers from Dollar Tree to remove the remainder glue that I had. I had some residue, so I just used a little bit of glue gun with the scraper and then clean it with some alcohol. And it was nice and clean. Then I'm going to cover the entire base and the outside using some matte Mod Podge. And here it is once it was set and dry. And then gave it 2 coats with this Krylon white paint. And this is what it was looking like after 2 coats. Then I'm going to take some Mod Podge. And first I'm going to take this napkin, and I'm going to cut off the center portion of the napkin. I just wanted the print. I didn't want the heart and the I Love America part. I wanted that print and that blue. So I'm going to add some Mod Podge to the middle section of the jar. And I'm going to make sure that my strokes are nice and long so my Mod Podge is nice and thin to avoid any kind of wrinkling. Once I was happy with it, I'm going to remove that extra coat of napkin off of it, or the extra ply, and I'm going to slowly put my tissue, or my napkin in this case, right onto the Mod Podge. But I'm doing it in small sections, and I am being very gentle as I tap it down, making sure to do it in a way in which I end up with no wrinkles. And this is best achieved if you use very little Mod Podge on your brush. Once I got to the end, I'm just sealing the end as you see right there. And I just added some Mod Podge over it as well. And then I'm going to add some Mod Podge to the jar itself. And then once my brush was sort of kind of mostly dry, Then I dry brushed over the napkin to give it also some protection. And this is what it was looking like so far. Then I took some of this ribbon, burlap ribbon that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to glue it to the middle of the napkin. I made sure to start in the same section in which I had the connection between the two edges of napkin. The way I have all the messy parts towards the back of my jar. And make sure the connection of the two napkins was truly secure, making sure not to burn myself. And then I'm going to go ahead and take some of those hairs or those strings of the burlap up the top and the bottom of the burlap to have the edges be nicely frayed. And of course, I put them to the side. Then I took some of this jute cord from Dollar Tree. I am burning off the fuzzies, and I'm going to wrap it around 2 times around the section in which the napkin at the top unites with the jar. And I'm going to tack it down using a little bit of hot glue. I did the same thing with the bottom section as well, but for the bottom, I did the twine about 3 times around the bottom. Then I'm adding some jute cord also to the opening of the jar. So I'm just adding some hot glue as you see right there. And then I'm going to wrap this around until the complete top section or the screw section of the mason jar is completely covered. Once I got to the end, I just cut off the excess and glued it down and burned off the fuzzies. Now I'm coming in with this jute cord I got from Dollar Tree like 2-3 years ago. And I'm burning off the fuzzies after that, and I'm going to tie it in the middle of the red burlap ribbon. I'm just going to wrap it around about 2 times, making sure to leave nice tail so I'm able to tie it as a front as you see right there. And once I did a double knot, then I created a bow using the leftover twine, making sure that it was nicely centered. And remove the excess tails. Then I took some of these stars that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use 2 of the mirrors that came from the signs and 2 of those stars that came from, actually not Dollar Tree, that came from Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to take the wooden hearts and glue them at the center of the mirrors. My friends, if you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up. It is the easiest way to help me support my channel and to have YouTube know that you're enjoying the content, and it will push it out to more people that will enjoy it just like you. Then using a wipe and my antique wax from Waverly, I'm going to stain the wood stars. Once it dried, I took a blue gel pen and I'm going to trace or hand letter the word happy in one of the stars, and in the other one I will be doing July 4th. I want to take a quick moment to say thank you to my subscribers for subscribing, commenting, liking, sharing. All these things help me tremendously. They help my channel grow, and I appreciate you very much for them. And if you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe and join the Loli D's Creations family. It is free and it means the world to me. Here I changed my mind. I wanted to make the fort in red, so I used my Artisa pin pen, but it wasn't red enough, so I used one of these felt tip pens from Dollar Tree to go over that red to give it a little bit more of a pop of color. And I did the same thing using the same kind of marker but in the color blue. I was a bit worried about the sharpness on the edges, so I'm going to take some hot glue and we are going to glue some of that jute cord all along the edge until I cover all the borders of the star. When I was nearing the edge, I cut off the excess twine and I'm going to make sure that it's butted right up against where I started, right there in the middle. And I repeated the same process with the other star, but using this jute cord instead in the color red. Look how cute that turned out. And here's the blue one. Look how cute. All right, so then I'm going to take the same jute cords that I used for these, and I'm going to create a bow for each one. I'm going to put a blue bow on the one that has the red and a red bow on the one that has the blue. And here they are all completed. Then I'm going to take some of these doll rods from Dollar Tree and I'm going to glue them in the back at the base of each one of the stars using a generous amount of hot glue. I'm making sure to have one be taller than the other. And here I'm just using the dowel rod to keep the other dowel rod in place until the glue dries. And then I'm going to attach the other heart onto the other end of the dowel rod. And as I said before, making it a little bit further up the star to have different heights on the stars. And we're going to let them sit. And then I just put some flowers inside of my vase and added these in, and look how cute this turned out. Let me know what you think. For the next inspiration, we will be using this picture frame that we got from Dollar Tree. I removed the glass and backing and painted it with this color from Rust-Oleum. Then I'm going to take the backing of it, and I'm going to take a wallpaper from Dollar Tree and position it right onto that. Here I'm making sure exactly how much I want and that I have the right direction. And then I'm going to peel it off and line up the edge with the edge of the background. And we're going to remove the excess as well using an X-Acto knife. And now I'm going to position the rest of the wallpaper onto it, just finding the peeled areas you see there. And we're going to start from the bottom, so I'm able to remove the backing and press it down to avoid any wrinkles. Then I took some of this is Flamingo Red from Apple Barrel, and I'm using a wet paint brush to create like a stain effect using this red color. And I'm going to make sure to continue adding in small sections until I get to the desired color that I want. Here it was a little bit too light, so I'm coming in with a little bit more of it until I get to the desired color. Here I'm just going to take this mirrored star and I'm going to clean it off and get it ready for the next step. I was still not happy with the red once it dried, so I came back with another coat of it, and this was much better. I'm going to add it right there to the mirrored heart, but I found that this was a little bit too Captain America kind of looking, the three colors together. So I decided to distress the wallpaper using some antiques wax and a small brush. I started front with this fan brush, but it wasn't doing it uniformly. So I switched over to this other brush from Dollar Tree, and I just, did it through the entire paper until I got that distressed or weathered wood look that I was looking for. I made sure that my glass was nice and clean using glass cleaner and a tissue. And we're going to reposition it, and I like this much, much better. So now I'm going to add the numbers 1976 into the middle of the star. I'm using here a gel marker from Dollar Tree, and I liked how it looked, but it was a little bit too thin. So then I decided to come in using another thicker marker and went over it. But first I'm going to glue it to the mirrored star, and then we're going to take that mirror star and glue it onto the middle of our frame, and it's going to be glass on glass. So I'm going to use a combination of E6000 and hot glue to make sure that this stays on there permanently. Then I added a jute cord bow right there at the top to cover the little hole. And here is where I decided to add some more black to that lettering, or to the numbers I should say. So I just did that using a furniture marker from Dollar Tree. And that is it for this one. Look how cute. Let me know what you think. And here is the final reveal. Let me know what you think. I love to know in the comments which one of all these are your favorite, and if you plan on recreating it, please let me know and reach out on Instagram and send me some pictures. I would love to see them. My friends, as always, thank you so much for watching. Be blessed, be a blessing, and craft responsibly. And if you would like to follow me on social media, here are my social media links. And don't forget to visit my friends in the playlist. If you would like to watch some more of my videos, here's a suggestion, and you are more than welcome to binge away with this playlist as well. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. You're amazing. Bye.